Hey guys, I am super excited to do this video because there is a lot happening with TFL's fleet of cars and trucks, and this is more than just a fleet update that's behind the scenes. This is the first time for you to meet a brand new truck that we just purchased. But before we get to that, let's talk about the other vehicles that we are selling or have sold and have arrived. So let's start with this. This, of course, is the 2020 Ford F-250. We just sold it over at TFL Bids, our new auction site. So if you have a truck that you want to sell, we would love to get it sold for you. Visit tflbids.com. Check it out because we'll be selling a lot of our vehicles over there actually starting next week. So I'll actually tell you what's coming up there as well. But let's talk about this. This truck sold for just around $53,000. Went to Warren in Seattle, Washington, and I couldn't be happier to find a new home, especially with, I think, the premier lift on an F-250. Yep, a Carly lift with, look at that, King reservoir shocks. It doesn't get much better than this. I'm really going to be sad to see this truck go. Probably not as much as Andre, but you know, it's going away tomorrow to make more space in the garage for new vehicles, which we'll be showing you. Now, of course, this is the Can-Am Maverick. We are doing a bunch of videos with that. And coming up this weekend, you won't believe what Nathan and Andre did. Over at TFL Truck, we're going to be comparing this, and you may be wondering, why is a side-by-side a TFL Truck? And that's because those guys actually drag raced it both on and off-road against the TRX. So is the premier side-by-side faster in a drag race against the premier full-size truck? 200 horsepower almost versus 700 plus horsepower. Which do you think is faster? If you tune into TFL Truck's website and or YouTube channel tomorrow, you'll find out. All right, let's keep going. Now, we purchased this about a month and a half ago. Of course, it's our 2014 FJ Cruiser, and we haven't quite honestly done much with it. And there's a reason for that, and that's because it took us a while to get some plates. So if you can see right now, we actually have plates, which means we can actually start using it in videos because before we couldn't drive it. So look for a lot more cool content coming with our FJ. This year we're doing, well, you'll see a lot of Toyota stuff. I'm giving you a hint about the new truck that we just bought. And of course, this is one of the trucks that we'll be featuring. Over here is our General 1000 Polaris. I don't know if you guys checked out the review over at TFL Off-Road, but we reviewed this and I was quite impressed with it. It's pretty phenomenal side-by-side for the money. Unfortunately, this is going back today, well, tomorrow if you're watching this on TFL Now, to Polaris. So thank you for Polaris for loaning it to us. I kind of fell in love with it. Really great machine, especially love the little dump bed. And of course, over here is the Scrambler. This is a video that today you can watch Alex review the Scrambler over at TFL Off-Road. So if you're interested in an ATV, well, one of the top, most powerful ATVs that you can buy, head over, click over to TFL Off-Road, and you'll see Alex's review of the Scrambler. We still have to clean them off, of course, because they're both dirty, but that is also going back. So goodbye, Scrambler. You will be missed. This, of course, is Tommy's classic Mini. Alex, why don't you kind of give him a peek inside, because Tommy just upgraded it. Yeah, check it out. He just redid the interior. He's slowly working on this. Brand new interior. He's got some brand new tires, some brand new wheels. There'll be a lot more of classic Mini videos with all those cool upgrades over at TFL Classics. All right, well, I've kept you waiting long enough. Let's head outside and let me show you the brand new truck that we just bought. Yeah, you know what, before we do that, I'll show you some other things. If you've checked out our new motorcycle website, TFL Bike, you'll see that Alex and Case actually did a really cool review of the adventure scooter versus kind of the classic Honda Cub. That's up at TFL Bike. Which one is the better scooter? Well, you'll have to find out. And of course, this is the Mighty Hawk, the $2,000 motorcycle that we bought from Amazon. Of course, it's a dual sport, and I will be actually filming a review of this tomorrow. We already managed to break this. You can see we glued it back together. But yeah, when you drop a bike like the Mighty Hawk, mighty pieces of plastic snap. All right, let's go outside. I'll show you some of the vehicles. Now, Tommy has been dying to do this review because he, of course, has an old Mercedes-Benz diesel. And finally, we have the new, from Mercedes, we didn't buy this, E-Class, which directly competes with his old Mercedes diesel sedan. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a side-by-side comparison, old versus new, Tommy's diesel versus the new E-Class. I'm looking forward to that. Love those old versus new. Here, of course, is from TFL Classics, our classic Saab Turbo Convertible. This we will be selling next week over at TFLbids.com. For the most part, we're trying to keep TFL bids to trucks and crossovers and body-on-frame trucks, but we figured if we have an auction site, why not use it and sell our classic Saab? We're kind of done with it, and the best part about it is we're putting it up there with no reserve. So who knows? It could go for what we paid for it, which was, well, we're about $5,000 into it. We paid $2.5. We redid the top. We did a bunch of repairs under the hood. So it might go for less than that. We will find out next week. Go to TFL Bids. It'll be up there as a part of a no-bid auction. I'm super excited. And speaking of auctions, here's our long-term Silverado Trail Boss. It's time for that to go as well. And so it'll be up on TFL Bids as well very soon. So if you're interested in purchasing our Trail Boss, I love this truck. I'm really going to be sad to see it go. Then yeah, head over to TFL Bids. This one has given us that many issues. 0 issues. I think we've got about 12, 14,000 miles on it. No issues whatsoever in the year that we've owned it. All right, let's talk about some of the new vehicles that we bought. And the newest one. If you've been following our saga, this is our new Land Rover Defender. It is, well, not the one that we originally started with, but it works, and I can't wait to take it off-road. Next week we are getting from the manufacturer a Toyota Land Cruiser, and we're going to do a head-to-head comparison. This is our new Ford Raptor. Alex, why don't you show them what's behind it? We did our first upgrade, and I love it. I think it looks just incredible. This is from our friends at Soft Topper. It's a really cool addition to any truck, but especially our truck, because what it gives you is a great way to store stuff, keep it out of sight, keep it protected. And unlike a hardtop, what you can do is you can fold it back so that you can load things like motorcycles into the bed. Makes your bed that much more useful. Really thankful to Soft Topper for providing this to us. It was just put on today. And maybe what you've been waiting for, right there. This is our newest purchase. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, what's going on?
So I'm Mike. You're going to have to come next to me.
Oh.
Tell them what we just bought.
So this is a 2002 Toyota Tacoma, a first-gen Toyota truck. First-gen Toyota Tacoma was what they were called, and it's 4-wheel drive. It's got a 4-cylinder, and it's going to charity.
Yeah, you know, as you recall, earlier this year we did a video series over at TFL Classics called Gunsmoke, where we took a vehicle and we kind of upgraded it. At that series, that was the old F350 diesel.
Yep.
So we decided to do the same thing next year, and this is the vehicle that we're going to use. We went from super big to super small. So
yeah.
What year is it?
So like I said, 02.
Yeah, how many miles?
181,000, and the plan is, like you mentioned, is to do it up like an Overlander, and then the goal is to auction it off at TFLbids.com, and all of the proceeds are going to go to Mountain States Children's Home out kind of toward Longmont, Colorado. So it's going to be a really cool project.
Now, if you guys are interested in this truck, I just love it. I've fallen in love with it. I mean, look at that stance. It's almost perfect, right? It's one of the kind of smallest trucks you can buy. 2-door, classic bed, lifted a little bit. The idea is we're going to create kind of an affordable budget off-roader with it, an Overlander with it. And if you're interested more in this truck, today, right now, over at TFL Classics, Tommy is just filming, and hopefully we'll have edited a video. Are you going to get this done by Friday?
Yeah.
Hopefully by Friday, you should go over to TFL Classics and check out this cool truck. Well, there you guys have it. There is a quick update on our fleet. There's still some vehicles that we have that aren't here. We just got plates on our Daihatsu Rocky, the best name ever for an off-roader, and we'll be doing more videos with that. Of course, there's a Touareg. We're debating whether we'll be selling that over at TFL Bids. I keep getting emails from you guys wanting to buy it, so maybe we'll be moving that along to a new home as well. But as always, this is Roman saying thanks for watching. Remember, check out TFL Car, TFL Truck. I'm not going to go through them all. You know what they are, for more news, views, and independent and honest reviews. See you guys next time. Ciao.